I grew up in a bubble. In my house, it was please pass the salt. Sorry, I Queen's English, as you may call it. You get my point. I lived in Lagos for 12 plus years like a tourist. I had the passport, but I didn't have the stamp of approval. In Nigeria, we have over 500 languages, but there is one general one that rules them all. Pidgin. My house was an English and Yoruba zone, and some might call it Ajebota. I thought I was doing okay until I got to secondary school. But we'll come back to that part. Just wait. To me, I feel like Pidgin was born from the fact that English is way too complicated and strategic and structured. It's like solving an equation, but with words. Because what do you mean I have to know where the subject, verb, and object are placed in a proper sentence? For example, Sodiq ate an apple. The beauty of Pidgin comes out in this. Because you don't just say Sodiq ate an apple. No. You say, na apple Sodiq chop. What? The whole dynamic of the sentence wobbled around losing the theoretical meaning. Pidgin is very, very expression based. It is so expressive that one word could have 1,000 meanings. Like the MVP of the language, abeg. Abeg can be used in multiple different ways. For example, abeg now. Abeg. 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 So I feel generally having to structure words from their native language to fully formed English was just going to be hard. So they just pidgined it. The perfect bridge for cultural diversity. Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa, but did you know Pidgin is our unofficial glue? While English is the unofficial language, over 75 million people speak Pidgin. It is not broken English, it is Creole language. It allows a Yoruba person, an Igbo person, an Hausa person to vibe together without a translator. Warri, which is in Delta State, is widely considered the headquarters of Pidgin. If you can understand a Warri man speaking at full speed, you've graduated. You can understand every and any single Pidgin that comes your way. So here is a little story time of how secondary school taught me Pidgin. Kind of. I was in for not so good luck with my interactions outside my bubble home. My interactions with everyone usually ended in, "How are you?" And I'll get the occasional, "Fine now." And I'll respond with, "I did." And I just knew the basics, nothing crazy. And then on a not so fortunate day, I got into an argument with someone. He mistakenly bumped into me on my way to class, and he wasn't having any of it on that day. And he looked at me, and I looked at him back, and I was like, "Hey man, I didn't like how you hit me, that wasn't cool." He takes one good look at me, and dear Lord.
See this one, oh, just dey speak English like saying na English we go chop for dinner. Abeg comot, fat use grammar take design your face.
The person was speaking words that I couldn't quickly comprehend, and I was stunned all through and realized, damn, there are levels to this language. And that was when I had a mini system update. I wasn't just hearing Yoruba and English in the world anymore. I was now hearing Pidgin in everything. The more I listened, the more I started to hear nobody really speaks English in an informal setting. When two guys are sitting and finally get time to meet with each other, it's just like, "I forgot that thing you want make I run mad o," or "You want make you go chop beans. How far which side you dey go? Which side you want drop?" It has been integrated into our society to the point that if anyone sees you speaking full English, you start to get eyes on you like, "Who is this beginner Nigerian? She didn't born yesterday. Whereas speak English when you're rude. You have to be street smart." And so, armed with my new system updates, I decided it was time. No more Ajebota. I was going to be a street man. I got to the bus stop, and usually I'd say, "Excuse me, are you headed towards Yaba?" But today, no. I looked the conductor in the eyes and said, "Hagar, how far? You dey go Yaba side?" The conductor stopped. The world stopped. He looked at me like I was speaking fluent French, and he turned to his mate and said,
Wetin dey do this one? Why you dey talk like Oyinbo?
I was so embarrassed that I almost said we. Next, I tried the market. I wanted to haggle for plantain. And I said, Mama, beg drop price now. I be a person. She didn't even look up from the paper. She just said, my son, go back to school. Your pigeon will give me a headache. Just pay 2K and they go. And then I realized you can't just speak pigeon. You have to be pigeon. Even with my friends, I'll try to drop a slang that I heard online, but I'll just use it in the wrong context. I'd say, oh my guy, that jollof just get focus. My friend just popped me on my back and said,
Males are big. Just stick to Queen's English. It's not way they talk now chemistry.
And personally, I must say, even in my years of living in Nigeria, I'm not the best, neither am I the worst. But, I'm getting better. Pidgin isn't just a language, it's an unwritten constitution of the Nigerian spirit. Flexible, loud, and experimental. So if you ever come across a Nigerian and you hear them say, Alpha, just know you've been invited into a whole world. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, don't forget to speak Pidgin with anyone you interact with today. Don't forget make you like and subscribe, make you tell everybody where you sabi. You know.